Hi, everyone. Welcome again to the Kectil Born to Lead campaign interview series. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Kectil program is the NOL's educational and charitable trust for international leadership. Our mission is clear. We are here to identify, mentor, and network high potential youth leaders in developing countries, and we aim to empower them to become leaders, entrepreneurs, and positive change agents in their community by providing resources, training, and a global collaborative network. We've been doing this for past 10 years, and perhaps part of our 10-year anniversary, we are launching this Born to Lead interview campaign where we are going to different parts of the world and asking young leaders about their missions and their achievement and talking about what they are doing right now to help their communities and to their countries. So you have a familiar face right now. You've listened to the part one interview of Abdullah Al Nadrum from Bangladesh, where he talked about Anachaya, which is his Holt Prize winning initiative, aiming to transform the food system for the refugee camps in Bangladesh and beyond. So he is here for the second episode because he has more to say. He is also the CEO of Bigger Mona, which is a youth-led science organization built on the belief that science belongs to everybody. So as a kid, he told me growing up, he noticed that many children who those live in slums or who lives, who have to go to religious schools does not have access to science in a particular way that other kids have. So he have created two bigger modern initiative called Science for Camps, where they bring the science kits and hands-on activity to these childrens in the slums and in the religious schools, and then give them access to science. So Abdullah, first, thank you so much for doing that. And second, why don't you explain your initiative to the people who are watching right now? What is Bigger Mona and what is Science for Champs?
Thank you very much again, Ray, for the warm introduction. Okay, so I don't know if I am sounding boring because if you have heard the first episode, you have known me that about Onusha. Now, what about Big Mona? Am I there with so many organizations what I'm actually doing? Okay, so Big Mona is actually a fund organization which is working for science, whose aim is to keep science for all, to teach science for all. It doesn't mean that the students would be from schools. It can be from slums. It can be for the autistic childs. It can be for those childs who are madrasa students. So now the question arises, what is madrasa students? Okay, so in Bangladesh or in the South Asia, we have some Islamic schools who used to teach children the Qurans, which is religious book of Islam for Muslims. So they teach students the Quran. They make them hafiz, who is memorizing the Quran, then teaching the religious stuff and many more, Islamic studies and also many more. So these are the madrasa students. They are not actually they don't have enough access or enough opportunity to be with the science community from the world. So in Bangladesh, we have a taboo on science, giving the science education or STEM education for madrasa students. So we want to break this tabooness from our country, and we have planned SciDin, which is the initiative by Big and Mana, which aims to provide science education for the madrasa students. Many of the ulamas in Bangladesh or the muftis thinks that science is a thing not for the madrasa students. They think that aligning science with Quran or aligning science with Islam or religion is um, not good thing. So it's a bad thing. They think. So we want to break that taboo and make science fun and make science attractive for the madrasa students. And that is how we built the Sidin. Apart from madrasa students, we have a Sci Bloom project, which is actually working for the autistic childs. The science community works for normal students. They make them see the fun experiments. They make them see different kind of movies or different things, activities, fun activities, many more. But what about the autistic child? Should we not allow them to enter this science community? Should we make them disclose them the opportunity of accessing science? No, definitely not. So we are planning, we are doing a lot of research on how to actually implement science education, STEM education for autistic child. They are very sensitive compared to us. The normal childs are normal, but the quietest autistic child are very sensitive. We can talk to them how we talk with normal students. So we are doing youth research under many supervisors who are supervising us for how to teach science or STEM education for autistic child. These are the two initiatives, which is SciD and SciBloom. Another one is Science for Champs. It is a really amazing thing when we go to slums. The kids are really interesting. They are really ambitious too. I can share my own experience. I have gone one of the slum in Pahartuli in Chittagong, Bangladesh, where those children were put on the streets to get money, to get funds, like begging, actually begging. But the organization, one of our Youth World Foundation, Youth Voice, they put a school on the slum and make it a whole school system through which they were keeping the whole children of the slums to go there and for the basic education, for a primary kindergarten education. So we became on a team once science education, science kits for providing science kits to them too. We have visited them, the slums, some children's for science education. We have shown the astronomical objects, how rainbow works, and many more things. Science, small science experiments, the rainbow glass. Then we also have very various fun activities with them. So these people, these childrens are really suffering from lack of awareness actually. Rich
Mhm.
people aren't aware as how should we teach trick the slum childrens. They are ambitious too. They really want to grow. So why not the community is working for them? So for that understanding, we the team began on a one system education for slum children too, and for that we have arranged science for chance. So that
Mhm.
is the whole three initiatives we have. Apart from normal initiatives, we also have generalized initiatives like we have been arranging online courses on research for school students. Okay, so it is a really another thing which we are working, that is become a knowledge camp where we use the research for school students too. For us in the world, there is common misconception that research is only for university students. But we believe that research can be done from very low stage. It can be done from the school stage too. So we have been providing training courses for school students through which they can do the research in very
Mhm.
early stage of their education.
Yeah, no, first thing before I move on, I see the joy in your face when you talk about these initiatives, and you're a youth leader who is passing down what you've learned as a science person as well to the next generation. So that's just beautiful. And I'd like to make a quick comment on helping the autistic children. And then, I mean, some people say that they shouldn't have be involved in science because they're just differently abled. Albert Einstein might be known for having autism. He's started as a delayed speech and then has a very intense obsessive focus when he work on problems. Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla. So those are the people who everybody knows, who have speculated that have autism as well. And then currently in the world right now, there are scientists like Dr. Temple Grandin and then Daniel Tammet as well, who are autistic. And they were able to help the world and they are able to contribute so much to science because they have access from organization like Big and Mona when they were kids, or from their families and friends, and in a belief that they can also be a scientist. So that makes a lot of changes, and hopefully, in the next 10 or 20 years, we will get a lot of famous scientists who have been through Big and Mona programs and make you proud. So I'll learn more about the madrasas, the ulamas, and then the process of seeing the science is a bad thing and you're coming in to contribute that. So what are the challenges that you face when you try, get into these spaces where the leaders, the muftis, don't want to accept what you're doing, right? And then they are established situation, religious situation that have been there for centuries. And then you are a young person coming in with this fresh idea, with an innovative idea, trying to make change. So, what was that process like for you?
Okay, so it isn't really that thing that muftis are or the religious leaders are against science. They are not against science. They are using technologies, mobiles
Mhm.
or laptops or different technologies. They even some madrasas uses smart boards too. So it isn't a thing that they are against science, but there is a misconception or I guess a belief among the leaders that if madrasa students are more is allowed to get access to more science, they might become non-religious. There is a conception on that. So this thing is actually pushing them away us. They usually pushes us away because of this small belief. But now it is changing. We have been allowed to many madrasas, uh, very reputed madrasas too. So nowadays muftis are getting much more educations. They have been doing PhDs and many more, and they are allowing us, the kids, the youth, to actually teach their own kids. For example, recently we were planned to give a short boot camp on Python programming for the madrasa students too. So the time is changing now, but also there is still a taboo-ness. There's still a taboo-ness in the community that madrasa students aren't for the science education. They will align science with the religion. They will try to find science in the Quran. They will try to find science in the Hadith and many more. So these conceptions are pushing us away more. Challenges we are actually facing is from the rural areas. In rural areas or the villages, people aren't as aware as the city people. The muftis there are much more conservative. They are much more they are lesser aware about the science, the technologies, the advancement, the need for AI, the need for programming for everyone, the need for coding for everyone, every child. So these are the things, I guess, the lack of education, the lack of awareness of the world of the technological advancement of the science is the main thing which are lacking science education for other students in Bangladesh or the community, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, it's all about control, isn't it? If they come smarter, it's not good, it's bad. We don't want people to get smart, so we got to keep them away from all the
Exactly.
smart stuff. Yeah, I mean, it is insane, and I'm love that you are tackling that. So I also want to know, like, what is the reaction like from the students? If they've been just reciting and memorizing, a particular religious, a Quran in this case, for all day, and then now they are exposed to science. What is their reaction like? If you can also share some stories around that.
Oh, they're really amazed by the scientific tools, the scientific keys. For after seeing some experiments, they feel so amazed. Even they are also allowed to access the internet. They have the access to mobile phones. They play games too. So when we have built a whole gaming system in a madrasa, the kids were super surprised. They were surprised that saying we can build games by own, by coding, by programming. So the reaction is really good. Even some muftis, the some religious leaders are really proud of us. Even they want us to even educate their childs more. So it is a positive thing that the community, the religious community, is getting more advanced. They are accepting us, the science, to reach them. So it is a good thing, I guess. And the
Mhm.
reaction is awesome, and it is really overwhelming for us, the youth,
Mhm.
while working for them.
Mhm. Awesome, awesome. So again, your advice for all the young people, who might be in Islamic countries or who might be in other religion countries where they are facing a similar situation where they know that there is so much potential in people if they have access to science. If they become smarter, the whole society change, the community change, and these type of situations are time to time sensitive, hard to penetrate into because of the institutions have been in establishment for many years. So what is your advice for those who are trying to tackle a similar issue like this?
Okay, so I won't give any advice, but I can share some experiences.
Mm-hmm.
That my story. I haven't started with the madrasa. I have started with the slum kids. I have studied with the normal children. I have gone to many schools, many colleges for giving talks, for seminars, for workshops. So you guys can start with the normal ones. After that, you can go to the slum child. You can go to the autistic child. After getting the trust from these sources, you can then reach to the science community, a religious community. It is not as easy as it looks. You have to tackle many problems. You have to first prove your own credibility that you are not a agent of America. You are not an agent of Mossad. Okay, so there are some misconceptions about among the religious communities that if anyone is talking more about science, putting science education in the madrasas, they might be from some agencies who has secret monopoly who wants to put in the minds of our students. So first you have to gain the credibility from the trust, and you shouldn't argue with them. No, it's actually a normal thing that if they believe that it's not for them, you don't have to make them force them to argue or argue them with them to establish it. But rather, I would suggest that go have a deep talk with them and engage with them more naturally, not to pitch any idea, not to pitch the programs, but to be with them softly, humbly. But humbleness is the most important thing I have come across in this kind of arranging these kind of programs with them. I guess. Thank you.
Yeah, those are solid advice. I mean, I know it's hard as well. You know, I don't think you've been to America as well, but talking about science, you suddenly become the agent of America, which is insane. Yeah. No, thank you very much for sharing that as well. And then again, as I wish you all the best with the Big Mona as well, and I hope the initiatives become stronger and you're able to help, more people as well. So I'm going to give you one last word. Anything that you'd like to add about both of your initiatives to all the people who are watching right now? How can they support you? How can they reach out to you? How can they connect with you? And where can they learn more about your initiative? Are there websites? Do your thing.
Okay. Okay. So thank you again. Okay. So we have a Facebook page of Big Gun Mona. You can just search the name Big Gun Mona in Facebook or LinkedIn. We also have pages of Onno Chaya. Onno Chaya, you can just search on Facebook and LinkedIn too. We have also Instagram pages of Big Gun Mona and Onno Chaya too. So these are the things of my platforms. If you want to connect me, you can connect me through LinkedIn. My name is Abdullah Najun, as it in the screen. You can just search my name in the LinkedIn and Facebook or Instagram, you can find me very easily. You can connect with me. What I actually want from the whole world community is that support. Please support us. Please encourage us with your beautiful comments, your beautiful words, or with some advices, you guess. Everyone cannot give funds, everyone cannot invest us, but everyone can give some beautiful words that will impact us more than $1,000 investment. So I guess a warm word from you, the whole world community, would really inspire us. And for the youth leaders, I have one thing, that is, what is leadership for me? Leadership is a thing that is, you are of the back of the whole group. You should not in front of your group. You should be at the back of your whole group, I guess. So for me, leadership is, please stay in the back of your group. Don't try to overreact or to do more stuff for the group. So that is, I guess. Thank you very much for listening to me, for listening a very low-key person like me. Thank you very much. And also thank you, Ray, for arranging such a beautiful conversation. I have really loved it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We are glad to have you on with us. And again, just for spelling, Bigamona, for those who's going to search online, it's spelled as Biggamona. Okay, and then how do you spell Anachaya again?
Okay, so it is A on no, and another one is Chaya. Chaya. So that is Anna Chaya.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Abdullah. I hope you all the best with the initiative, and thank you very much for giving your time to us. And he is also a Kectil colleague, so if you're part of the Kectil program, you can get him within the Kectil network. I'm sure he'll be happy to talk with you as well. So I'll see all of you in the next episode where I'll bring other young leaders from other countries and talk about very important issues as well. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.